Friends, I'm coming to you from the farm here this morning, and it's kind of crisp and frosty around here. We didn't actually get frost last night, but it's definitely chill. There's a good chill in the air. Can you tell from all the layers of clothing that I have on here? So lots of things happening here on the farm, and I thought I would just come in and loop you in on everything. First off, Bobo continues to plant our cool flower transplants. We started some more seeds yesterday, and she'll do more of those on Thursday. Our direct sown seeds, which I did last week, are sprouting, y'all. It's like, y'all, every year that I direct sow, I understand everybody's frustration and stress and fear over this, because every stinking year when I'm sowing seeds, I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I hope they come up. Oh my gosh, I hope they come up. Well, yesterday was a long day in the office for me, and Bobo knows how much it helps me to be able to come outside sometime during my work day when I'm working inside in the studio, to actually come out and get my hands dirty or to do something in the garden, a job that I can complete and feel really great about, right? So yesterday she did not water the direct seeded stuff, because we hand water that until they're up and at it, until they're about this tall. We hand water them if it doesn't rain. And so she literally had the hose reel, had the hose hooked up right in front of my direct sown beds. And y'all, I walked up to the bed and I could see in my little troughs all the little seeds. Some were bigger. Always bachelor buttons, right, are out of the gate up and have big leaves, so they look really cool. Anyway, I got to water them yesterday, and then we had this crisp weather, and I just learned that the next few days here in southeastern Virginia are going to be these wonderful cool nights and warm days. So if you have not sown your seeds, that's just your reminder to actually do that. So we are keeping, so you can see the cool flower garden right there. How many beds do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 9 beds, and I do not believe we're going to have room for our very early spring plantings, which you have to prepare now, right? So I'm going to have to jump the tunnel and make those beds in the next week or two, and get those ready, because that's your second opportunity for cool flowers, which kind of brings me around the block to what I really wanted to tell you here this morning. So the second window of opportunity, if you either missed cool flowers in the fall, which I think if you're in the lower half of the United States, you still have time. Get your bed ready, get your seed started, and then use hoops and row covers, and that'll buy you a month back, right? But yesterday I was working on a project. I think I may or may not have mentioned this, that I'm working on a new course. It's going to be, not sure that this is the name, but it'll tell you what it is, but I'm pretty sure it is the name. It's the Cool Flower Concept course. It's really it's not about the individual flowers. It's about how to do all of this, right? And one of the things that I am making a piece, one of the handouts for that course, is a zone by zone list of those cool season hardy annuals that it's my recommendation of when you plant them. Like zone 6, it'll say you fall plant, and it'll say then you can very early spring plant, and then there's even a couple of summer plants. And so it does that zone by zone, and then it has a few my cliff notes on each page. So what we are going to do, and this is one of the reasons I really wanted to come on here, is that handout, which is zone by zone. I think as a document that I'm working on, it's like 17 pages long, but we are going to offer that document as a bonus resource for everyone that purchases my pre-sale of my new book, the Cut Flower Handbook. And so here's the thing you need to understand about this. First off, the pre-sale will start in a couple of weeks. If you don't want to miss out, you need to get on the wait list, and you can just go to our website, thegardenersworkshop.com, go to the book, and it'll say sign up for the wait list. Get on the wait list, because this is why. So there's never any way to know how many books I need to order this far in advance. You know what I mean? And what happens for a publisher, and I know you can think of other people that have written books, and all of a sudden their books sell, and then all of a sudden there are no books for like a month, because the publisher doesn't know how many books to order either, right? So we have pulled a number and have placed it as part of the publisher's first printing order, and I am guaranteed those books. Okay? So I can only accept pre-orders up to that number, because beyond that, we don't know, will we be able to actually receive additional books when it comes out in February. Y'all, this is so deep, right? Who thought flower farming was complicated? So I am here to say to you that if you are interested in buying the book on a pre-sale, which means that you will get this cool flower, my recommendation of zone by zone of when to plant. That's all it is. It's lists and some cliff notes, which is what really made me, I can't forget to come back to that. So I realized yesterday, I worked on that for like 12 hours. Suzanne had already made it, and then I had to go in and move stuff around and verify and all that good stuff. So the Cool Flower Zone by Zone Planting Guide, based on what I know and have done research on and have heard back from growers, will be the bonus to go with the pre-sale of the book. And the pre-sale of the book is limited. That's all I can tell you. I don't know what else to say, because nobody really knows, right? So get on the wait list to actually be sure that you get notified when the pre-sale opens, if you want that list. And then that list, as soon as that Cool Flower Concept course launches, that list is going to go away. It will no longer be part of the resources, right? We'll stop that pre-sale bonus offer, I guess you would say. So, friends, one of the things that kind of came to me yesterday was how all of this, because I've been doing the Cool Flower thing for so long, and flower farming, right? It's just all up here in my noggin, which is like what it is for you in whatever it is that you do as your day-to-day work, right? And it's so easy, as the person that knows whatever it is about your job or flower farming or this particular lane of cool flowers, it's so easy to forget how much you automatically know now that you had to learn years and years and years ago, that other people don't know. Like for me, making this zone by zone list was like, but we tell people, what's your winter hardiness? What is the winter hardiness of the plants? And you just figure it out from there. But it seems so simple to me because I know. I don't know if y'all saw my Instagram post or my social media post this morning. It's just when you know, there's so much peace in that. Because when you know how to do something and you know what to do and when to do it, oh my gosh, y'all, it like changes everything, right? So anyway, that became really clear to me yesterday, is that I think that all of us, and you have to think about this in your everyday life too, right? Whether it's your kids or the people that you work with or that work for you, is that we really penalize them by not providing the basic foundation information about what it is you want them to do, right? Or what they should do. In our case of being flower farmers, we just want to know what to do, right? When to do it. And that is just such a really big part, is knowing. And you probably have so much information stored up inside of your head that you just, and you assume, we subconsciously assume that other people also know that. And that's what I have really learned about the Cool Flower Concept. So the Cool Flower book's 10th year anniversary is next year. And so that little simple, easy to read book, literally you can sit down on a Sunday afternoon and read that book, right? And we know now that there are so many additional resources needed to piggyback on that. And so anyway, friends, that's what I wanted to come on here and tell you, is that, failure to communicate is, in my opinion, the number one issue in all problems. The whole argument starts because not everybody knew the whole story. The whole disagreement, the whole dissatisfaction, everything starts because both sides didn't have the same information. And that's really I'm turning a page and stepping back into that as we're moving into 2024. And so glad to have you guys along for the ride. So the takeaway is that if you want this special limited bonus on the pre-sale of my book, The Cut Flower Handbook, which does not come out until February, but we're going to be bringing it out on pre-sale in November. We only have a limited number of guaranteed copies from the publisher, so we can only pre-sale so many, and get on the wait list. And you can do that either in the app or on the website on the book product page. So friends, I guess I'm going to get off here because now people are starting to arrive here for construction work, the story of my life these days. So friends, I'm sure I'll be talking to you again soon because we have other really fun stuff coming out. So jump on the wait list. Thank you. And thank you. I'm like branded 3 layers. Look at this. This is Business Lands End. This is my coat. This is my velour. And there's my shirt. I'm like the most branded person in the world, right? Because guess what, friends? That's what it takes. All right, friends, till we meet again. Ciao.